Welcome to the Political Matrix News. This is the Political Matrix Newscast. We're doing this on night number 2 of the Republican convention, and people are really amazed all the good things that are breaking Donald Trump's way. But let's talk about the other part of government, that is the legislative part of government. And that today, that Senator Bob Melendez of New Jersey, scoundrel, rascallion, crook. I meant to say crook, not crook. Rascallion. Found guilty of taking bribes from 3 businessmen. He and his wife got cash, gold bars, and a Mercedes-Benz. The jury in Manhattan found him guilty on all 16 felony counts: bribery, extortion, wire fraud, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and acting as a foreign agent for Egypt from 2018 to 2022. Oh, my God. He was chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. And I am just... Oh, and 2 other guys who were in on this, real estate developer and a business guy, also convicted. Oh, my gosh. Here's a guy that we've known for years was more crooked than a dog's hind leg, and he kept at it and kept at it and kept at it. And finally, the justice system recognized him for what a scumbag he really is. So he's going to go away to prison. 16 counts. I'd be happy if he got 1 year for each guilty count. 1 year, that'll be fine.
But they are leaving his wife alone, which it's interesting because his wife is actually part of the thing.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, let me correct myself. They're not leaving her alone there because she has an illness and she's saying she's near death. They're going to be vacating or actually pushing back some sort of sentencing or something with her case. And I guess but they did not have the same issue with Bob. Bob's pretty healthy, big guy.
Right.
Right. Being healthy, they went forward with his case. So they're kind of holding back on her case. But she's, I think, going to be, looked at as well.
Well, I'm sure their justification is largely that she would be unable to aid in her defense. So that's generally the reason that they'll pause those things.
Right.
So, but what's interesting to me is, I don't know if justice caught up with him or if it was just so compelling they absolutely couldn't ignore it like they normally do.
Yeah, I mean,
because
it's
that's
pretty
basically
brazen.
what it is.
I mean, gold bars, Mercedes. I mean, then again, he's a congressman or a senator, so I mean, there's a lot of money flying around up there in D.C. I mean, Mercedes wasn't that great of Mercedes. I mean, it's just standard Mercedes. I mean,
well, it wasn't the quality of the car; it's the price of the car.
Yeah, it was a $90,000 Mercedes.
No, it was free.
That's true. It was free. Yeah.
But let me put it this way, Greg, it's better than your Mercedes. And I know it's better than Scott's Mercedes-Benz pickup that I rode in the other day. So, I was flipping through here, this handy-dandy little book called The Constitution of the United States.
I've read that. It's a good read.
It's very popular. It should be assigned in school more often. But I was looking for the part where you qualify to get kicked out of the United States Senate and what you have to do to that, and I'm sort of missing it. You guys can type in and see what it is. But Bob Melendez goes away. So as of right now, there's 3 independents, and how many Republicans and how many Democrats?
Only 48 and 48 right now.
That makes 96, and 3 makes 99. So we're short somebody.
Well, we're short him.
Who did?
Or short Bob, because it was going to be 49. It was 49-48, but now Bob's out, so now it's 48-48. When Bob gets put back, when somebody gets appointed to fill Bob's seat, it'll be 49-48 and 3 again. So,
okay, just checking. The governor of New Jersey, we can probably expect him. Melendez has to resign. I don't know that there is a procedure. And I apologize for being lazy and not looking it up while I was sitting there watching the convention tonight.
Yeah,
but, we got to take the Senate back. They introduced multiple candidates. Retired Navy captain from Vietnam, who was a Navy special ops, meaning a bomb squad guy. Saw the EOD wings he had. It's a bomb with, anyway. So he did 25 plus years. And a Vietnamese refugee from 1975. Pretty impressive. Naval Academy. Really impressive.
Jesse Jackson Jr.
A retired Army captain who was critically wounded in Afghanistan. He going for the Nevada Senate seat. The guy who's going for the Montana Senate seat. Oh my gosh! You talk about hairy, handsome. Hello, typecasting? Yes. I need a good-looking Navy SEAL with no visible facial scars. It's like criminy. Central
Oh
casting.
no.
And
This they need the extra scars for fun. I mean that gives him
Exactly.
some street cred right there, buddy.
yeah, he got a
Who
Purple
you
Heart.
tell?
He got a Purple
Yeah.
Heart. And let's
There
speak
you go.
about of other senators. Probably one of the majority in the new Senate. One of the majority leaders will be a guy by the name of Rick Scott, our former governor,
Yes.
who got up and did a pretty good speech.
He
Did a
did very
pretty
good.
daggum good. He did. He really. I'm reminded of when he came into my radio station in 2010. 2010 is when he got elected, and he was anxious, nervous, shy.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, you will never see a more focused political candidate in your life.
Oh my God.
The king
You know,
of pivot.
in my 25 years and Greg's 25 years of political professional,
Yeah,
working
Rick
on
Scott's my
campaigns
favorite.
professionally, he is by far the best campaigner that I've seen. You cannot get him off message. You can ask him about absolutely anything. He'll give you probably, if he doesn't want to talk about it, he'll give you a 10-word answer that
Right.
kind of answers your question, and then pivot right in to what he's supposed to be talking about every single time.
Jobs.
And there's actually a story. There's actually a story behind the reason why he has close elections as well.
Why is
It's
that?
because he does so much polling. He's very cheap. He doesn't want to spend any amount of money that's going to get him any more than the exact votes he needs to win.
Yeah,
He's
if he
not
could pay
worried
for
about-
if he can market himself enough to get exactly one extra vote, he'd do that.
Yeah, I mean it's like he could raise enough money to get 10 extra points, but all he needs one more vote to win. And so I mean he has he's very precise. He's very smart. He knows how to he knows how to campaign. And I think whenever he takes over the Senate, I think he's going to be doing so much better job than Mitch McConnell or any of that team around McConnell was doing. It's going to be breathtaking to see how great of a job he's going to be doing with the Senate.
All right, now,
They take
so
over the
Rick
majority.
Scott, not John Cornyn of Texas.
Oh no, I think Rick Scott will definitely be. I think he has the gravitas, and I also think he has the most funding and everything behind him. I mean, he is the wealthiest person in the Senate right now.
Really?
I mean, except for Val Menendez. Val Menendez was, but I mean,
yeah. With the elimination of Menendez, Rick is elevated to the richest person.
Yeah,
I mean,
again,
it's all ill-gotten gains.
He just did a terrific speech. DeSantis did. Did we miss Rubio? Was he doing his thing while we were chatting
Rubio,
here?
but it's Rubio's Rubio. His speeches are all the same.
All right. Oh, but did any of you catch? Was that Matt Gaetz sitting basically in the presidential box? Did anybody catch that on video?
I think it was very telling that Matt wasn't one of the speakers.
No, he wasn't a speaker because he's actually asking Kevin McCarthy to get booed off stage. And
it was funny. I was telling Greg earlier. I was watching. I like to watch the liberal networks a lot to kind of see what they're saying about us and things.
Right.
And I was watching a CNN interview with McCarthy, and Matt was sitting there right next to him, trying to chime in and just disrupt McCarthy's interview. And I'm like,
it's on Instagram.
I mean, how classless can you possibly be? But I guess
classless. I mean, they did a big event last night at Marcus Point Baptist Church in Pensacola, Florida, and it was like let's go and see if we can violate some more 501c3 rules and everything. And let's go for there. Because I mean, I understand the gig and how it works and everything, but this is basically a political rally at a church, and a lot of church functionary money being used just to raise money for Matt Gaetz.
Yeah,
and awareness. So it's just weird.
All right. Well, there you have it. So, gentlemen, I think we'll call it a day with these two, and hopefully we'll have more to bounce on for Wednesday night as we get these out and on. And yes, would we like you to subscribe? Absolutely. It's free. That's really tough. How about like? Oh, no, you just got to click on the button. I like this. Is there a little thumbs up or something, or do they have to hit the heart? It's a thumbs up or a heart. I lose track of those. And then share. and send to people who go, you know what, these guys really aren't full of it. They do kind of know what they're talking about, and they're really on the inside track. We at least try to be. And you heard it here first yesterday, as I predicted at about 11:30 yesterday morning, that J.D. Vance had the gig as vice president.
Yeah.
So, and I thank the Daily Mail for that.
You did. I did want to point out one thing
It's
though.
gonna be very-
When
it's
you
gonna
talk
be
about
very
our episode
interesting.
yesterday, I said that there were going to be a bunch of. I said that there were going to be a lot of Antifa protesters there trying to stir up trouble and trying to provoke some Republican that they can talk into overreacting, because Wisconsin is a open carry state. Well,
Right.
it kind of backfired on them because the guy that they sent out to do that got shot by the cops.
I thought this was a homeless guy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Is he homeless or Antifa?
No. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Well, they also said that Trump's rally was disrupted by the Secret Service.
That's very true.
The one on Saturday?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that one.
There are a lot of rumors now coming out. I mean, real quick, I know we're supposed to be closing out, but I mean, real quick on, it seems that we also had an Iranian thing. Homeland Security seems to have a lot of ideas on the reason why everything didn't go the right way. I guess there's also a Iranian plot to go ahead and assassinate Trump at the same rally the kid did.
Yeah.
And so it's just let's just pull things out of the air and see what everybody's going to believe.
There are conspiracy theories no matter what happens, okay? No matter what happens. Was there a conspiracy theory that a kid would take his mom's pistol and his mom's rifle, kill her, then go to an elementary school in Connecticut?
Exactly.
No. Conspiracy theory, we still really don't know what happened in Las Vegas at that concert a couple of years back. And that's one of those that you really is a head scratcher. But here we have a disassociated kid who 20 years old, no real direction in life. And
they did think he was very big at the gun range, and they said he went to the gun range quite a bit.
Yeah, so obviously he'd been practicing because he couldn't get on the rifle team at high school. And what's got?
I'll tell you the other weird thing about the details that are coming out about his is that he had to go to work and get permission to take Saturday off, and then he told everyone that he was going to come. He'd see him on Sunday, because this isn't the behavior of a suicidal person. In his deluded mind, he thought he was going to survive this attempt somehow. Because and think about it, he had the detonator in his pocket and pipe bombs in his car. So how this kid thought he was going to survive this, I don't know. But that clearly was his mind, because someone who's suicidal, who thinks they're going to end it all right there, they're not going to bother taking the day off or telling all their workers, I'll see you guys on Sunday. There's more to this story, and it's just weird, or maybe he is just crazy. That could be.
I'm going to go with that. I mean, I say disassociated, not a lot of friends, not a lot going on. I don't know where he was working. Flipping burgers or?
No, he actually worked in a nursing home.
That's right.
He's a dietary technician in a nursing home.
So he worked in the dining room in the kitchen.
Yeah,
scrubbing pots and pans, making sure that everything was clean, moving the big cans of stuff around. Yeah. Not high cuisine at all. But probably, maybe for a 20-year-old paid his bills. Don't know.
Yeah.
But it was his dad's rifle. All he did on Saturday morning, so far as we know, is go buy a box of ammo.
But they also said they found around 24 weapons at his house.
So what?
24 weapons of what?
I mean, guns. 24 guns.
24 guns. No. They said weapons. So you never know what.
Okay, well, I think they said guns later.
You never know how they distort these things.
Right.
Well, let me see here. Oh, wait a minute. I got a weapon right here. Sorry.
It's called internet.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's my letter opener.
Exactly.
Okay. So there you have it. Once again, thanks for joining us on the Political Matrix newscast. I'm Rob. He's Greg. The gentleman in the hat is Scott. And again, don't forget to like us and share us, study us, dissect us. What else is in that list of things to do? Well, we'll be back tomorrow after day 3 of the Republican National Convention right here at the Political Matrix News.